take your time coming down onto your mat. If you'd like to grab a cushion to place under your butt to prop your hips up, you can go ahead and do that. And as you're ready, bring the soles of your feet together and allow your knees to come out to the side. So you're coming into Baddha Konasana. You can bring your fingertips behind you to help support you and to kind of lift yourself up tall. And bring a little gentle pressure between your soles of your feet. Notice if your back is tending to round a lot. And if it is, maybe stay here and focus on sitting up tall. But if you feel really comfortable and you'd like to fold forward, you can go ahead and do that. Just make sure you're not forcing anything. Just noticing what it feels like. Do you feel a stretch anywhere? You might bring your attention to your breath. Maybe try slowing your breath down a little, extending your exhales out pretty long, maybe a little longer than your inhales. Then as you're ready, you can come up if you're folded forward. You might refresh your seat, just sit in a way that feels comfortable to you. And as you're ready, bring your right hand behind you so your fingertips are on the floor. Maybe bring your left hand over to your right leg and come into a little twist. So engaging from your core, turn your body towards the right. You might consider looking over your right shoulder if that works for your neck, but you could skip that part if it doesn't. Just bring your head into a more neutral position. And as you're breathing, think about lengthening up every time you inhale. And really focus on that twist every time you exhale. When you're ready, you can unwind and try that on the other side. So left fingertips come behind, right hand to left leg, and really engaging from your core in order to make that twist happen. When you're ready, you can unwind and make your way down onto your back from here. Once you're on your back, come into constructive rest posture with your soles of your feet on the floor, knees bent, aimed up. And two options here. You can come right into Sucharandrasana by flexing your right foot, bringing your ankle over your left knee, and then gently pressing that right knee away from your body, maybe lifting your left leg up off the floor, maybe interlacing hands behind your hamstring or in front of your knee. And another option, if that is really uncomfortable, say for your hip, you could cross your right leg over your left leg and extend your arms out to the side and drop your knees over towards the left in order to possibly, potentially feel a stretch through that outer right hip, maybe without the discomfort of external rotation and flexion in your hip, if that's something that causes discomfort or pain for you. When you're ready, you can drop that down and try it on the other side. So, right foot on the floor, left ankle over right knee, or left leg crossed over right knee. And if your left ankle is there, you'll be gently pressing your knee away, maybe lifting your right leg up, maybe using your hands to hold your leg up there or find some leverage. And if you're crossing your left leg over your right knee, you might bring your arms out to the side and allow your knees to drop over to the right. So, as always, choose based on what you're feeling in your body. Your body likes to tell you what's up very often. As you're ready, you can drop that down and take your time finding a comfortable place to rest in Shavasana. However, that's going to work for you today, whatever feels comfortable or restful. And you could close your eyes if you like. You might consider bringing your attention to your breath if that's comfortable for you. If it's not, you can skip that. You might listen to whatever sounds are around you, notice whatever sensations you're feeling. It's okay if your mind wanders, it's going to wander. That's what minds do. And maybe you gently steer it back to the present when you notice that happening. Notice if your mind is wandering. And if it is, just come back into the present, maybe by noticing your breath. And if you're comfortable paying attention to your breath, you might consider counting for 4 on the in-breath. And then a count of 4 on the exhale. And if you're trying counting to 4 on the inhale and counting to 4 on the exhale, and that's nice for you, you might consider noticing the pause between the inhale and the exhale. And just notice, what is the natural count there? So maybe it's a count of 1. Just take a few breath cycles to notice what it is naturally. And you might consider, if it is about a count of 1, could you extend it to be a count of 2? So you inhale for 4, pause at the top of the inhale for 2, exhale for 4, pause at the bottom of the exhale for 2, and repeat. If you're counting, you can just return to your natural breath cycle. Maybe take a deep inhale and sigh it out. And then find a little bit of movement. Maybe wiggle your toes and your fingers. And if your eyes are closed, you can open them. Maybe come into a seated position. And then just a moment to acknowledge the practice of yoga, an ancient Indian practice which was shared with the rest of the world so that we could all benefit. And thank you for practicing with me today.